Hi guys. Sorry. So, hi guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, I am seeing my age mates, Gen Z, and the young people, especially in this information age, especially in this year. I'm seeing as a couple of people, once they get famous, they or once they get to be known and get to be praised by people, they forget their parents. Some of them even don't take the phone calls of your parents, or you don't take the phone. First of all, you don't take the phone call of your mother, you don't take the phone call of your father. My friend, let me tell you this: your mother and your father, or the father figures that God will give you, probably you're raised by a single parent, or the father figures or the mother figures that God will give you, and your relative and the friends that probably they are mature adults. My friend, once you get to be known, remember that your parents, your mother, your father, they're the ones that brought you to this world. They're the ones that brought you to this world. So once you get to be known, or once you get to be famous, remember to always go. Take that phone call. Because I once did hear that Apostle Joshua Selman has kept on telling his believers of the church that he normally just preaches, and constantly he reminds the world that your parents are the ones that carry your blessings. Your parents are the ones that carry your blessings. Your parents carry your blessings. So make sure, cause a pastor might come and pray for you. A pastor might come and pray for you. But your parents' blessings are the ones that will actually propel you to the next stage. So, and a couple of people, even the ones that are known and the ones that are famous, some of them will tell you that majority of them, they are orphans, and some of them wish that their parents would be alive to see their success. I once heard Lulu Hassan say that she wishes the mother would be alive to see that the daughter that did come and tell her that, Mom, you know what? Nataka kukua mtangazaji. Now the daughter right now has a company and she's a respected news anchor and together with a journalist. So my friends, once you get to be famous, my age mates, that is the Gen Z. Once you get to be famous or you get to be known, please, 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 don't forget your parents. Don't forget your parents. You might have been raised by a single parent. Remember her. Remember her and call her. If you get to be now an adult that lives alone, remember always to say hi to the single parent that did raise you. Remember, my friend, to always and consistently love your parents. And to the mature adults, the ones that have children, also you remember always to call your parents. Because also you can get advice from your parents, you can get your advice from your mother, from your father. So remember always to consistently check on your parents. Consistently check on your parents. And remember, December is coming. December is coming. And we are expected to go and that is the time of the celebrations, of which some of you, my age mates, and some of the mature adults, I know some of you will not go to visit your parents. They will not go. Some of you, I know you will not go to visit your parents, but then, or you not go to visit your parents. But remember this. Your parents are the ones that brought you to this world. So give them their respect. You might be that mature adult. You as mature adults. Remember, you might be a mother and might be having kids. But remember, train them that you have a grandmother of which we have to go and say hi to them. You have a grandfather of which we have to go and say hi to them. Of course, you never know. Time is really flying, and the years are consistently. Time is really flying, and the years are flying also. So remember to always and consistently check on your parents. Always and consistently check on your parents. Because a couple of people will tell you, majority of them in fact, most of them in fact will tell you that some of them miss their parents because they wish they could be there to give them the advice that they want, to give them probably the advice that they want, So my friend, a couple of the people, some of them are really missing their parents, because some of them, in fact, the majority of the crowd outside there are orphans. And they will tell you they really miss their parents because they wish they could be alive to see their success. So, you have got both your parents. Of which you don't check on them constantly. You get famous or you get to have money, you forget your mother. You get famous or you get to have money, you forget your mother. My friend, in fact, your mother is the one that silently she prays for you. Your mother prays for you. Silently she prays for you. Silently. And if you can check her face, she will tell you that, my daughter, my son, I'm the one that brought you to this world. So you're a blessing to my life. So, my friends, once you get either famous or you get to have money or you get to be promoted in something or you get, no matter what you'll get, remember always to remember your parents. Remember always to remember your parents. Because remember, the only commandment that has a promise is honor your father and mother so that your days may be long. Honor your father and mother so that your days may be long. And for you that does not have parents, you can find yourself that you have your relatives, or you have your aunt, you have your uncle, Also, you might not be having your parents, but you have your aunt, you have your uncle. Also, you remember always to call that aunt, that uncle, because also your aunts and your uncle, that aunt, that uncle also has your blessings. That aunt, that uncle also has got your blessings. And then to the ones that have been raised up by a single parent. Okay, you've been raised by a single parent. Also, you remember always to call your single parent. You might have been raised by a father, you might have been raised by a mother. Also, you remember to always call your parent. And then, once you do that, he or she carries your blessings. He or she carries your blessings. He or she carries your blessings. So constantly remember that commandment and respect them. That's why some of us, you'll go to God. That's why some of us, you'll go to God and you'll go and pray to Him and tell Him, God bless me with this and this and this and this and this. Yet He keeps on to remind you that once I gave you this, you did not remember to go to your parent. So that's why some of us, our blessings are not yet there. That's why some of us, our blessings are not yet there. So once you're blessed by God, remember, if you have both your parents, remember to consistently call them. And then the day of the celebrations, in fact, go to them. Go with your sons and your daughters. Go with your sisters. Go with your brothers, and go and celebrate with your mother and father. Celebrate with your mother and father, with your sisters, with your uncles, and it will automatically reflect to your children, and they will consistently know that our grandparents are a blessing to us. And you as a parent, also, you always remember to show that your daughter and son that your grandparents are a blessing to our lives. You as a parent also, remember that to always and consistently tell your daughter and son that I am a blessing in your life. Because remember also, in the word, it also tells us that train your child in the way they should be. And once they grow old, they will never depart from it. So, as a parent, how are you training your child? How are you training your child to respect you? How are you training your child to respect you? How are you training your child to respect you and to consistently also to remember that that he or she is a blessing to your life? Or are you that kind of parent that consistently tells your child that, you know what, I regret ever? For some of the parents, in fact, they will tell their son or daughter that, I regret ever bringing you to this world. I regret ever to bring you to this world. I regret it. In fact, I would not have been pregnant with you because you are a disgrace. You are a disgrace. Yes, I'm also a daughter. Yes, to the parents out there, I'm also a daughter, of which I do quarrel with my mom and dad. But then, they have never told me that I'm a disgrace in their lives. They've never told me, from when I was younger, they have never told me that have been a disgrace in their lives. Even the times that I did bring the poor grades, they never told me that. In fact, it will all be positivity, 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 positivity. It will all be positivity. So as a parent, for the parents outside there, as a parent, what you speak to your child, your daughter or son, remember also that it will catch up with them. And once they grow old, once they become an adult, that might cause trauma, that might cause trauma, that might cause them not to love themselves. So as a parent, even if your daughter or son will do something that you don't like, discipline them and tell them that was wrong, but then don't tell them these words: "You're a disgrace. I regret ever bringing you to this world." So don't tell them that. Or probably your daughter or son has the legs that you don't like. Don't tell them that. Your daughter or son could be bullied at school. Come, let your son or daughter come and tell you that, "Dad or Mom, I have been bullied in school." And as a parent, pray for your daughter and your son and consistently remind them that, "You know what? My daughter, you're beautiful. My son, you're handsome." Your son or daughter could be not performing well in school. Consistently remind them that, "You know what, my son? You are a good person and you're number one in class, and you can do it all." If the word normally also reminds us that I can do all things, and that is Philippians 4 verse 13, that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Why not you as a parent to consistently remind your daughter or son that they can do it all? To consistently tell them that. But cause remember, if you as a mother or as a father, you consistently tell your daughter or son, it will automatically catch with them. And it might cause trauma, and it might cause suicide. It might cause trauma or suicide. So, as a parent, be watchful. As a daughter or son, once you get to be blessed by God, check on your parents. If you have both of them, check on them. If you have one, check on him or her, and it will be good. So watch, like, comment, and subscribe, because a lot more is coming.